In this session, we are going to look at some of the basics regarding C language. Before going to C, uh, a person who is new to programming has to know all these concepts. So let's look at these things. So what is a programming language? So a language which is used to write programs is called a programming language. Some of the famous programming languages are C, C++, Java. One more language which is becoming more and more popular nowadays is Python, and also it is easy when compared to all these programming languages. So next, what is a program? A program is simply a set of instructions for solving a given problem. So in order to program something, you have to know at least one programming language. And what is programming? The ability to write programs to instruct a computer to do something is called programming. And who is a programmer? A person who is able to write programs using a programming language is called a programmer. And what is software? A software is a collection of programs. So software is actually big. It contains many programs within it. So that is about basic terminology, and now let's move on to what is C. So here you can see C is a structured language, and also it is a middle level programming language. In one of the previous videos I told you that there are low level languages, high level languages. Using low level languages we can develop system software like operating system, compilers, linkers, etc. And using high level languages we can develop application software. Since C is used to develop both system software as well as application software, that is why C is called middle level programming language. And why C is called structured programming means in C the code we write is arranged in the form of blocks and functions. That is why C is called structured programming language. So that is some brief introduction about C, and next let's see some advantages of C and also what are the different reasons for learning C language. So here you can see first reason is C is powerful and flexible. Of course, C can be used to develop almost any kind of software, and also some of the concepts like pointers, functions, structures which are available in C make it a powerful language. We will discuss about all these things later in the series. And next advantage of C is it is very popular. That is, it is used by many people across the world. And C is portable. That is, you can write your code on one machine and you can take it on any machine, execute the program and see the same output. And C contains something called keywords. That is, for example, one of the keyword in C is if, which is used to make decisions. Like that, there are 32 keywords in C89. This is one of the standard versions of C released in the year 1989. It contains 32 keywords. So there are less number of keywords to remember. And C is modular. As I already told you, C supports something called functions, which allows to divide a given problem into subproblems and solve them individually. And C is a subset of C++. So if you learn C, it is very easy to learn C++, which is also another popular programming language. Let's continue. And here are different applications of C. So as I already told you, it can be used for almost anything. So using C, you can develop operating systems, you can develop games, you can develop utility software, you can develop drivers, you can develop graphics applications, you can develop embedded system software. One thing you have to remember is famous operating system called Unix is entirely written in C language. Now let's see some history about C. I am not going to talk about all these things. I will mention some important things in this that you have to remember. So C was developed by Dennis Ritchie in the year 1972. So this is very important. So who is the developer of C? Dennis Ritchie. And the latest standard version of C is C11, which is released in the year 2011. Of course, there are many other standard versions, like you can see here. Version standardized in 1989, this is called as ANSI C, and later that ANSI C was also approved by ISO, International Standards Organization, and that version is called as C89. There is one more standard version in 1999, that is C99. So the current latest version is C11. That's it about some brief introduction to C programming language. Thank you.